Hi guys, welcome to this machine. It's an SSD where I maintain and build ALCI. What's ALCI? It's Arch, let's go to the home. It's ArcoLinux Calamares installer. A few months back I got this idea. I just want the ArcoLinux ISO, but I don't want to do all these steps and all that typing work you have to do in the Arch wiki, right? I want to have Calamares to click, 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 be done with it. So combining the ArcoLinux ISO with the Calamares installer, that's this thing. And it's not that many articles. It's about 26 articles, and then you can build your own ISO, your personal ISO. And even so, you can cut these numbers because there are some error things and all that, and updating to Arch ISO, the version numbering and so on. So basically it's not that difficult. It's super easy to make your own ISO. And there are a few that are at this point in time in our, let's say, work group or classroom or whatever you want to call it, and are building their own spin-off, their own version with the tools ArcoLinux provides, with the tools we provide as learning material. ArcoLinux Calamares installer is one thing, and ArcoLinux ISO is another. Carly customized ArcoLinux ISO. So we want you to have fun in ArcoLinux, to have fun in ArcoLinux, and at some point in time you may say, I have enough knowledge now to build my own ISO. So that's this goal here. What I'll show you is a what if that I had yesterday. I said, okay, this ArcoLinux Calamares installer is great, but it uses something very specific. It uses DWM, but our DWM. So this is a general desktop environment. The only thing that's interesting is maybe this VPN connector that you may need in some countries. So the network manager, but basically it automatically connects, finds internet and so on. Yeah, if you have a cable in on a Wi-Fi connection, but it will do its job, install the future system with a simple tool. Well, Calamares is not simple, it's elaborate, it's complex, but it's great for the end user. It's just like click, 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 done, and you've got your system. So this is the look now. What I want to show you, what I haven't done before, is forget about this DWM ALCI, which is there to avoid conflicts. This desktop does not exist. It's an ALCI DWM, so it won't conflict with DWM. You see? So okay, that's the goal, and often I use XFCE for that. I say, okay, let's well, you guys, what do you guys do? You need to have GitHubs. So on GitHub there are several GitHubs here and several links down here. Go get the packages, the way to build it, the tools to build it, and I'm gonna get this one, the IC Dev, because then that's the least amount of work for me. You'll see. Can we build it on something else? Yes, you can build it on something else. You can build it on ArcoLinux, on ArchLinux, EndeavourOS, RebornOS, GarudaLinux, ArcoLinux, not Manjaro, not mentioned. So I had some fun, and I've installed the ArcoLinux brothers and sisters and run ALCI on there. Okay, so if you get all the data in, Super Shift Enter, I have everything, of course, available already. I would suggest the dev version, right? I know it's development, so a new Calamares that comes in, I will test it first there, and then later I'll build another Calamares for this one, stuff like that. But this is, like I said, least amount of work because it provides immediately something tangible. So building scripts, let's look at it like this. Show it like this. Installation scripts later on of, okay, 30, 40, and then like this. I'll run this one, so I'll get a clean slate. I will delete everything that's in here. All the var cache pacman packages will go, and will be sure that there is a new version on my machine, and so also on the ISO. But first, we need to do something, right? We need to tell the system, forget about this ALCI DWM thingy. We don't want that, and it's not that difficult. It's 2 little changes. It's a what if, and it's super simple. Pacman.conf, opened the wrong file here, packages x86, control find ALCI. This is the ALCI DWM Nemesis. We want to boot up from that, but you don't need that, right? You choose for Mate Extra, Plasma, Cinnamon, XFC4, XFC4 goodies, and so on. And we do have XFC4 goodies here. So if I don't say boot up with ALCI, then it will boot up with XFCE. Almost. We boot up with SDDM, and SDDM has a configuration. So this is already good. That's a save. So again, repeating that, XFC4 and XFC4. So a desktop is on the ISO. Now I still have to tell them, do it, right? Start it. And ALCI DWM Nemesis. Nemesis stands for actually development kind of thing. So that's out. There is no desktop. The thing you looked at here is gone. The environment we booted up into is not there. So now we have to tell them, hey, boot up with something else. And then we go to here, SDDM, and tell SDDM, forget about DWM ALCI, start with XFCE. And sometimes we have 22 desktops in ArcoLinux. Sometimes it's difficult knowing, hey, what's the name, right? I am on ArcoLinux, so Super Shift Enter. And then I go to File System, User, Share, Xsessions, Enter. That's the name. It's not XFC4, it's XFCE. So go and check what the exact name should be. And yes, Breeze is not installed, and no, it will not be a problem. So 2 little changes, a hashtag, and ALCI DWM is gone. It's gonna be XFC4, and then we build it. Now, building is done here. Okay, desktop, ALCI, building, installation scripts. So if you run number 30, it's going to delete every package that's here. It's gonna delete all of this, and it just starts downloading everything again, afresh, without corruption, etc., etc. Right? This is the newest version, for sure. Depending, of course, that you have a good mirror list. Mine is coming from Mirror Rackspace. Normally I put everything in OSBAC, but it seems I have had some problems. So manually you go in here and say, I don't like this server. Boom, save, and when you update, it will come from line number 10 now. Simple as that. Okay, then you run the scripts. This 30 will delete everything. If you do it 15 minutes later and build again, then we take number 40, because 40 is not gonna delete all this. 15 minutes ago it was downloaded, it will still be good 50 minutes later. So this is avoiding the bandwidth usage going all the way up. Okay. Now this is the second trial I make the video. I've built it already. So we can immediately go to the result, and a Super F7 is going to launch VirtualBox. It's loaded up. Look at the date, 06/30, 6/30. So it's there and it's built, and this is the result. So what if of yesterday I thought maybe people would like to have an idea how difficult it is to achieve this, and this, you just change XFC4 and XFC4 goodies with the rest. I mean, with Plasma, or with what haven't we said yet? With GNOME. right? Or deeping, stuff like that. So this is now XFCE. SDDM says, hey, XFCE is there, let's boot XFCE, and there we go. And all the rest is just, you know, we're used to this. It's design, of course. Yeah, we would like maybe to do something about our design, but that's something else, right? That's something else. That's explained in Carly as well a little bit more. Hibernate or not hibernate, file or not, you choose. And changing Calamares, hey, we can fill months. But again, Carly is there to help you. Let's pause the video a little bit. Of course, this is super fast installed. And let's reboot. And then you got your machine. Then you set it up. You get your own configs in, and you run a script saying sudo pacman -s Firefox, sudo pacman -s Brave, etc., etc. You probably want to have a nice XFC config as well. SDDM. Is SDDM giving us issues? Because I see now a black screen. Can that be the cause of the black screen? Did we forget something? Okay. Just took way too long for my taste. I guess I'm not used to this system anymore. Okay. Nothing is installed, no Pulse audio thingy yet. So that's packages, right? Lego packages, get them or don't get them. So this is the standard XFC, nothing has been added except NeoFetch, I think. Just because we always want to end with the nice logo of ArcoLinux. Alright, cheers, have fun.